Hi, this is Laura, the Library Lady, and in this video presentation, I'm going to read the book, This Old Man. This is a great nursery rhyme, and it's by the same author, Pam Adams, as There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Fly. So I've already done a video about this. I forgot to say when I was in kindergarten at Winship Elementary School, we used to play a game called Spiders and Flies. Let's see if I remember the rhyme. Spiders and Flies. I can't remember it, but it was a great game. I can't remember right now. But if anybody remembers that little rhyme, I'll ask my brother. Let me know. But we used to play. Some of us would be spiders and some of us would be flies. And the spiders had to catch the flies. And I was never a fast runner. So this is by the very same author, Pam Adams, for Child's Play, This Old Man. And those of us who are of my age may have learned this nursery rhyme. And nursery rhymes are great for kids because I always say singing with kids is so important. This is not an American Idol sort of thing, and we won't discuss American Idol and all those crazy singing shows. Singing really comes from the heart and expresses love. That's what I think is most important about singing. And you don't have to be all grown up to love singing or a professional. So This Old Man is a great book. It's by Pam Adams, and if you looked at my last video about her, she was born in 1916 and she passed away in 2010. So we definitely miss her contribution, and she was a prolific artist and wrote many books for children. So This Old Man is a lot of fun. So let's just jump right into this book. And this is a softboard book with holes. You'll find it on Amazon, so you can purchase this book. But as a librarian, or a media specialist as they like to call us now, I believe in always going to the library to check out books. Okay, so here we go. We're opening this book. And I love the verso page or the title page. This Old Man. And you can't pick it up on camera so much, but there's actually a hole here. If I do like this, you can see the hole. And this is great because it allows the child to touch the book, which is so important. So make sure your children's hands are nice and clean and dry, and teach your children how to use a book. You are the model. You're the person who sets the tone. And I would say this book is good for 2 to 5-year-olds. You want to start doing it at 1, that's fine. So I have the book, This Old Man, ... So that's a prompt. I turn the page, and we see this old man. So we have the text on one side, and we have the pictures on another side. So I'm going to read it. This old man, he played one. He played knick-knack on my drum. With a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. So we've got the 1, and we've got the whole here. So we go from a single digit to double digit, so the 1s to the 10. So this is a 10. And let's take a closer look at the illustration. You've got the old man with a very long, interesting beard. He's got the drum. He's got a rabbit coming out of his pocket, and he's got the number 1 and the little boy running behind him. Now, I read the words, and if you're not comfortable with singing, reading is fine. But let's listen to what it sounds like when I sing. Okay? And don't worry, I'm not auditioning for American Idol, Sunday Best, or what's that other one, The Voice, or The Winner Is, all these crazy shows. Okay, ready? This old man, he played one. He played knick-knack on my drum. With a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. Now, I didn't have to read those words because I learned that nursery rhyme as a child. Now, you're saying, well, I don't sing, but your child loves you. It doesn't matter. Sing. All of us can sing. And a lot of people who are making lots of money can't sing anyway. So don't be intimidated. They're selling something else. They're not selling their voice. So we have the picture here. So we're going to turn the page. And that rhyming and that pattern is going to repeat. So rhyming and repetitiveness are key components to children's books because it helps the new learners or emergent readers learn how to read, hearing things over and over. And the thing I love about this book, it has all the primary colors in it, and it's incorporating language and art with math. So this is also considered a counting book. And down here, I'll talk about this, it says 1 plus 1 equals 2. So we have addition here as well. So this may seem like a really simple, loud, colored children's book, but it's really got a lot of great concepts going on. So let's read this second page. This old man, he played too. He played knick-knack on my shoe with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give a dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. So you have the dog here, which is repeated from the first page. He's sitting up like a number 1. And on the second page, he's jumping. And we have 1 plus 1 equals 2. Okay? And you can talk about counting and adding. So this is a pirate. And pirates, I think, are pretty controversial. So we have a pirate here. And he has a shoe. And I don't know what knick-knack, paddywhack means. Those are pretend words, funny sounds. Kids love funny sounds. And there's probably a history to this nursery rhyme. Most nursery rhymes are very old. And a lot of these come from Europe. So if you want to do some research on that, you can. And so this pirate has two twos on his beret here. He's got a sword, so that's a weapon. You may want to talk about that. And he's got the number 2 tattooed on his arm and an anchor. So if you can see that. I personally do not believe in tattooing. I know that's really popular right now, but I will never tattoo myself. So you may want to talk about that. This pirate also has a gun. So so in our world today, this book has been around a long time. So you may, like I always say, always look at what you're going to do with your child prior to reading. Is it important that this pirate has a sword or a gun? If a child is 1 or 2 years old, they're really not going to understand or really remember this per se. So I'm not saying get really deep into it. Your focus here is reading. But as the parent, it's your decision what you expose your child to and how you explain things. Our world has changed quite a bit in the last several years. But also you have this hole here. What is this hole? This is the old man that we saw on the first page. So there's that repetitiveness. And the beard this man has is white. This is black. So is he really an old man if he doesn't go gray? Or is it a fake beard? You know, I'm just talking here. I'm not saying you have to go that deep with your kids. So I'm going to turn the page. This old man, he played 3. He played knick-knack on my knee with a knick-knack, paddywhack, give the dog a bone. This old man came rolling home. Now this is a lot of fun. This will be the last page I read because you have the number 1 from the first page. Then you have that big circle. So remember, it's a board book with holes, and the number 2 is repeated, and it has 2 flowers on it. Okay, I didn't point that out before. And then it has 1 plus 2 equals 3. Can you see that? And the number 3 here has 3 flowers on it. So this is also a counting book. And then if you look here, the holes, there are 2 holes of the wrong side of the first old man and the second old man right here. And then you have the man looking at the little boy's knee. And he's dressed up, and you can talk about that. So this book is a lot of fun. Now if I go to the very last page, it talks about this old man, he played 7. So it goes up to 7. And on the back cover of the book, it has numbers 1 through 6 with 6 of the characters in here. So it reinforces what was read. And this author and illustrator, Pam Adams, and she's really an illustrator because she really did not write this book. So I don't know if she got copyright or free use or public domain. I'm not sure. But this is a great book. You can find it on Amazon. It's also on Barnes & Noble. Very expensive at Barnes & Noble. And of course, I recommend going to the library. So sing with your child. Be happy and smile. Your child will love it. And I think it's so important to incorporate singing, especially for young children. So I recommend this book for 2 to 5 year olds, but it's your choice. You know your child better than anyone, and you have to make the decision if the characterization, of the illustrations are appropriate or not appropriate for your child. At that young age, you have to determine that. They'll notice what you notice. But if they have questions about anything, you have to be prepared. And it's okay if your kids ask you questions. They're very inquisitive, especially if they're very young. And I know you get, why? So, do 15 minutes and say, I'm going to answer 5 questions. And after 5 questions, mommy needs a break or daddy needs a break or grandma or auntie needs a break. Because that why can drive you nuts sometimes. But that means the child is inquisitive, and that's a great quality to have, and we don't want to squash that. We want to encourage that, but in a way that doesn't drive us totally crazy. So enjoy your nursery rhyme, This Old Man. Thanks.